Hey Sagittarius, your January tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have your main themes, your week-to-week forecast, career and finance, and then love. So your main themes this month, they come in the form of a fairy blessing. And you have a blessing of Anya and a synchronistic symbol, and you have this blue wave. So this is kind of a wild combination actually. It's sort of referencing the difference between boundaries and rules or ultimatums. Anya is a reminder to claim your sovereignty over your personal space, your bodily autonomy, and your choices. And I love these cards too because you have 3 kings and a queen, so tons of regal energy. But paired with the wave, it's a reminder that external forces have their own autonomy and royal energy too. So boundaries are more declarations of how you will defend your borders if they are threatened or attempts to breach them are made. It's about how you will react and respond to external stimuli, not to be confused with actual control over forces of nature, which includes people. Now, this isn't an exact translation of this energy, but I feel called to say it because, it just feels right from a meme. It says, "Stop trying to calm the storm. The storm will pass. Calm yourself." Anyway, like on one hand, it's defining what you can and can't control, but then it's lifting you up and empowering you to claim full power over what you can control. So week 1, you have the King of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So 2 court cards. For some of you, this represents you and another person, and for others, it represents 2 facets of yourself. Court cards can be tough that way in a general reading like this. In the scenario of 2 people, one is resolute in sticking with the facts, clear-headed reasoning, professional or expert advice, direct communication, and is exercising this sovereign boundary setting over their own mind. And the other is a poet or artist at heart, wanting to express their love to the world wherever they see, however they feel it. This person is led by their heart and very intuitive. So if these are facets of you within, it's some kind of inner exchange. Under the umbrella of your themes, I'd say one part of you might feel like the other part of you is the weak link when it comes to self-preservation and protection. It's like you don't want your desire for all of the soft things like love, connection, community, beauty, and artistic expression. You don't want those things to cloud your judgment. And what your heart feels drawn to might have this kind of ocean wave-like quality, uncontainable, undefinable, uncontrollable, and it might threaten to change your mind on something. And I do see that they can coexist and work together. I can see some sort of reversal where it's possible to go from trying to protect a rigid mind from the heart to protecting the heart from the oppression of the mind. Week 2, you have the King of Pentacles with the 8 of Pentacles. This might sound really weird, especially if you already know tarot, but these two, under the blessing of Anya, it feels like self-defense training because the 8 of Pentacles is working towards mastery and the King of Pentacles is the master. So it's like you're working under a master. Pentacles does represent the material world, including your body and your resources. But it could also be about fortifying yourself financially. It's pretty simple though. It's daily practice is the way to becoming this master of your physical well-being. My teacher actually just he repeated a quote to me that apparently came from my dad. Repetition is the mother of knowledge. I could probably pick that apart, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it right there for y'all. So week 3, you have the 6 of Swords with the King of Cups. This is kind of crazy. The Knight of Cups is being elevated to king status now, and that's bringing greater peace of mind. There's an end to some sort of conflict. It's like these 2 entities or states of mind have become equals, and a power imbalance can be laid to rest. I also feel like for some of you that following your intuition is instrumental in protecting your mental peace. This is sovereignty over your emotions, and by claiming that control, not over the actual emotions, but what information you take from them and what you do with it is just bringing more harmony and calm to your whole life in general. Week 4, you have the 7 of Pentacles with the Hermit. This feels it's like something that you're trying to grow and nourish and nurture, something external to yourself, a project, a venture, an investment, a relationship. You're in the role of protector of something external. So it's no longer you being the ruler of your own internal world in the midst of a chaotic external world, but now you're extending that protection to something that's actually in the external world. You're taking something under your wing, let's say. And that might be a little harder to do without creating more isolated space away from external influence. Now, for others of you, you're doing some kind of self-reflection and learning what has worked and what hasn't to help you feel powerful, even when you can't control outside circumstances. You're learning how to be okay, even when everything isn't okay. You're learning how to, I guess, bloom like a lotus through the mud. Now, for career and finance, you have the Queen of Swords with the Eight of Cups reversed. So you're focused on the on-paper version of something, even though it might have an emotional satisfaction component. There might be a feeling of wanting more and a desire to go off in search of it and to leave something behind. But there's a part of you looking at the cold, hard facts and talking the other part out of it. It's not really saying if that's good or bad or what you should do. And this could be a temporary energy. It's only a monthly reading. You might decide to stay put for now, knowing that you might want to move on later. But whatever you decide, it appears to be well thought out and supported by data. Just know that keeping these things in mind to maintain rulership of your decision, i.e. make if-then statements about what you will do versus trying to engineer perfect external circumstances is key. So for love, you have the Fool reversed with the King of Cups. This is like a similar story to the thread that you seem to have weaving through all of these. There's resistance to starting something new. Someone, whether it is you or the person on your mind, wants to see the path laid out in front of them from A to Z before embarking on it. Someone's not willing to try if success isn't guaranteed. Now with the King of Cups here, actually for a second time in this reading, that would be a choice that doesn't honor one's heart and doesn't trust one's own heart to be okay no matter what. It's giving all of the power away to someone else. So if you or them take whatever resonates, can maintain their personal power over their well-being no matter what someone else does or how they respond, there could be all kinds of adventure and new beginnings and new story arcs and growth and love stories and maybe some more startovers, maybe some false starts, but it's all the point. Not just the same trope-filled one-line story that everyone else has that we've seen in the movies a gazillion times. It's your story. The King of Cups is resilient to emotional setbacks and letdowns. The King of Cups loves himself enough to not be destroyed when one bonehead doesn't see their value, doesn't love them back. The King of Cups will choose a partner worthy of them and not lower their standards to not be alone. The King of Cups is okay alone and chooses to share love and deep emotional connection of their own free sovereign will. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. This is an awesome way to start off the year. You are in your full sovereignty and rulership and reign. Regality is the word I'm looking for. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.